Hello everyone. Today let's see the internal memory in computer system architecture. Computer memory. The computer memory is one of the most important elements in a computer system. It is the internal or external storage area which holds the data and instruction during processing in the form of binary numbers. Computer memory can be classified into two types: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is also known as the main memory. It is the internal storage memory used by the computer to hold data and instructions. It holds the data and instructions needed at that instant by the CPU. The primary memory has limited storage capacity. There are four types of memory. Sorry, not two types. RAM, random access memory, ROM, read-only memory, cache, and registers. Random access memory, RAM. It is the internal memory that can be read from as well as written to. This memory is often associated with the volatile types of memory. It can hold data only on temporary basis because it requires a continuous flow of electric current. If current is interrupted, the data is lost. The two main forms of RAM are static RAM and dynamic RAM. Static RAM. It is a computer memory that requires a constant power flow in order to hold information. SRAM is more expensive and requires more power. Therefore, it is commonly known as cache and video card memory. It is faster than DRAM, that is dynamic RAM. It does not need any refresh circuits. SRAM is used for cache memory. It uses transistors and latches. It, it also uses flip-flops. It have only less capacity compared to DRAM. Dynamic RAM. DRAM stores information in a cell containing a capacitor and a transistor. These cells must be refreshed with electric impulses in few milliseconds. This process allows memory to keep charge and hold the data as long as needed. It is slower and cheaper when compared to SRAM. It can have more capacity. If power supply is not provided, the contents of the DRAM will be erased. It is used for main memory. The memory chip uses extra capacitor along with the transistors, and it can hold the data for some time even if the power is off. Advanced DRAM organization. The traditional DRAM is constrained both by its internal architecture and by its interface to processor's memory bus. The most common DRAMs are: first one is synchronous DRAM, SDRAM. SDRAM is synchronized with the CPU clock. The typical clock frequencies are 100 and 133 MHz. SDRAM has multiple bank internal architecture that improves opportunities for on-chip parallelism. There are also SDR SDRAM, that is single data rate SDRAM, double data rate SDRAM, DDR SDRAM, and graphics double data rate SDRAM, GDDR SDRAM. Next one is RDRAM, Rambus DRAM. They are more expensive memory chips. RDRAM chips are vertical packages with all pins on one side. Concurrent RDRAMs have been used in video games, while direct RDRAMs have been used in computers. Next one is DDR DRAM, double data rate DRAM. It uses both rising and falling edge of the clock for data transfer, that is positive edge and negative edge. Cache DRAM. CDRAM can handle CPU, DMA, and video refresh at the same time by utilizing a high speed video. CDRAM can replace cache and main memory. It can be used as a true cache and it can be used as buffer to support the serial access of a block of data. ROM, read-only memory. ROM is a non-volatile memory, that is permanent memory. In ROM, information once stored remains fixed, that is it cannot be changed. So ROM can only be read and used. It contains a set of startup instructions, that is what to do when a computer is turned on. The contents of ROM remain stored even if the power is turned off. It is a non-volatile memory. Once written, it cannot be altered forever. ROM is further subdivided into several types. PROM, programmable ROM. EEPROM, erasable programmable ROM. EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable ROM. First is PROM, programmable ROM. It is a computer memory chip capable of being programmed after it has been created. But once the PROM has been programmed, the information written is permanent and cannot be erased or deleted. PROM helps to update hardware devices. EEPROM, erasable programmable ROM. It is a computer memory chip on which the written information can be changed by exposing to ultraviolet light. It is just like a small glass circle that exposes the chip that can be reprogrammed. EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable ROM. It is a PROM that can be erased and reprogrammed using an electrical charge. Here only selected portions are erased. Cache memory. It is extremely the fast memory that is built into a computer CPU or located next to it on a separate chip. The CPU uses cache memory to store instructions that are repeatedly required to run programs, improving overall system speed. As the microprocessor processes data, it first looks in the cache memory, and if it finds the data there, it does not have to do the time consuming reading of data from larger memory. The advantage of cache memory is that if needed data is found in cache, then the CPU does not have to use the motherboard system bus for data transfer and thus processing gets fast. And the last one is registers. A processor's register is a quickly accessible location available to a computer's processor. Register is a very fast computer memory used to store data or instruction in execution. Some of the registers are program counter PC, MAR, memory address register, MDR, memory data register, CIR, current instruction register, and accumulator. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.